Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be, and at whatever time you are viewing this video. Welcome to my channel. I'm Bear42. Today we're going into Auto Run and we're going to set up a sunrise sunset timer. Auto Run within the Govee app is a feature that allows you to turn on devices. You don't necessarily have to have a sunrise sunset timer to turn on devices, turn off devices, turn on several devices, and turn off several devices. You can even go midstream, turn off something, turn on something else, and still have them both go off at sunrise, if you wish, if that's what you want a time for. So let's get to it. First thing we need to do is get your coffee, your tea, whatever your favorite beverage is, your cigarettes, if you smoke, and let's get prepared to do this. All right. First thing we need to do is we need to fire up the Govee app. Do that now. Yeah, I know that's pretty quick, but I want to say that make sure that your Bluetooth and your Wi-Fi is connected, because we'll be talking to both the Govee server and the controller of your device. So we need everything up and running so that we can do that. All right, let's go to the device page. Make sure your Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth is connected for the device that you want to create the timer for. For me, I'm going to go Permanent Pro Lights 2, and I'm going to turn them on right now. And I see my Bluetooth and my Wi-Fi is connected. That's what we want. Okay, if your device is showing that, let's go to automation. Okay, here's what we see. Pretty scary, huh? Okay, there's a lot of things we can do in here, but we're going to keep it limited to the daytime or sunrise sunset timer. All right, first thing you see is a schedule. This is where you would make a regular schedule for any device that's compatible with scheduling a timer, and not necessarily for sunrise sunset. That's all in a different category here. So, okay, with that being said, let's scroll down to Auto Run. Okay. Tap the little star. Okay, so the first thing it wants you to do is to name it. You know which device you're going to use or set up, or devices that you're going to set up. So you want to name it something that you'll know exactly what it's for. Because if you're setting up more than one timer, you're going to need to know what your devices are. Once we get this set up, you'll see the icons for the devices in the timer list that you set up for. So that's a good thing. So tap on name. Keyboard pops up. And I'm going to set a sunset timer for things to come on. So I'm going to label mine sunset on. And I'm going to go with my Permanent Light Pro. And I'm going to abbreviate it because of the fact you're limited 22 characters here. So sunset on my Permanent Light Pro 2, which is what I'm working with. Okay, so now what do you want it to do? So go down to if and tap the little plus. Okay, at the top of the page, you'll see sunrise, sunset. Tap the little arrow pointing to your right. Okay, it wants your current city. There's no data there. Tap that. And if your phone's GPS is on, it'll put your city in there right away. You've got to have your GPS activated for this to work correctly. All right, now go down and tap sunset. All right, what time do you want your things to come on? So tap at sunset. Do you want them to come on before or after? Now I know around here I'm going to set it after sunset because the street lights don't come on until 20 minutes after sunset. They define sunset as the sun is just as dropped below the horizon. That is sunset. Not above the horizon, but below the horizon. And any weather app will tell you what time your sun will rise and set on a daily basis. Okay, and I also know that the street lights don't come on until about 20 minutes or so after. So I'm going to set mine at about 16 minutes after. It's getting fairly dark now. The street lights are coming on. So I'm going to set mine there. Set yours to wherever you want to. And set or tap confirm. Okay. So now it's telling you your city and that lights are going to come on at 16 past sunset. If that's okay with you and you don't need to make any changes, tap the yellow check mark in the upper right hand corner. And now, okay, so what do you want it to turn on? That's the question here it's asking. Okay, go to instant execution right under the then. Instant execution. Tap the plus sign. Okay, here's a list that everything that you have that is compatible with this timer will show in the list. If it is not compatible with this timer, it will not show in the list. Just the way it is. Because even if you do try to set it up, it isn't going to work. So it's not in the list. All right. So choose your device. Which device do you want to set a timer for? All right. I'm going to, my Permanent Lights Pro 2. Now notice something here. Below, everything is grayed out. Everything is all grayed out. So tap your on and off. Okay, tap on. Now, sometimes there's a glitch right here in the app, and Govee knows about it. That when I tap that, it shows on. Okay, that's a default. If everything is still grayed out, tap on again. And I always tap on regardless if this is not grayed out or if this is grayed out or not. Because that way then I know with everything lit up, we can program our application, what we want it to do. Okay, so what do you want it to do? What do you want whatever device you chose to come on with or to? All right. You can go up here to snapshot, and if you have a snapshot in your list that you want your light to come on to, or your device to come on to, you can tap the little box in the upper right-hand corner, and a little green check mark will show up. Now, the reason I'm not doing this is because here's another oops in the app. If you tap the one that you want and you decide to change your mind, that's fine as long as you're within the snapshot. You can change it to a different snapshot if you want. But let's say you go, oh, poop, I don't want that. I want something out of my DIY list. Well, you can't do it. It will not uncheck. In a lot of different apps, if you make a boo-boo, you can tap it again and it'll uncheck, and then that way it will not execute it. But here in the Govee app, and they know about it again, that once you tap this, or any of them that are in your files here, you're done. You have to have it. You're going to have it, and you cannot go back and do something in DIY. All right? So I'm not going to do this. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it either at this time. That way we can go keep exploring here, and at the end we'll set something, okay? So tap your back. Okay, so you want something in your DIY, all right? So tap DIY. Okay, same goes here. Here's my list of things in my folder here. Okay, so I can tap one. I can tap any one I want. Okay, if I make a mistake, oh, that ain't the one. I can go anywhere in here in this list and tap another one. As long as I have one. You cannot have two. You can have one. But once you tap that, you cannot go, oh, dang, I'm going to go back into, I'm going to go back up into my snapshots and pick one of those. That ain't going to work. So what happens is, if that's what you want to do, if you want to go back up in snapshot, you're going to have to delete all of this and start all over. Govee knows about it. They promised to fix in the update, but we'll see. All right, Govee isn't always Johnny on the spot for fixing their app. Okay, if you're sure you want one out of here, tap it. A little green check mark will show up, and then tap confirm. All right? Now I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go up into snapshot. I'm going to pick out one of my security lights. All right? Security lights, red and green. All right? Confirm. Okay, now we're all back on the same page. All right, so they're gonna come on. Double check. Yep. They're gonna come on. All right, now tap the little check mark, upper right hand corner. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. At 16 minutes past sunset, my Permanent Lights Pro is gonna come on, and they're gonna fire up my security lighting. So your device should read whatever the device you chose and what it's going to do. Okay? Now, here's the thing. We want to add another device at this time. You can add it now, or you can add it later at any time. And here's how you would do it. If you're going to add it later, come to this page. All right? Tap the little plus. Now you notice my Permanent Lights Pro is already set up, so it disappeared from the list. Whatever device you chose disappeared from the list. So now I'm going to program my LED smart light. And what do I want it to do? I want it to come on. All right. Now, in this particular device, I have some options that I can do. Now, I think your path lights and your down lights in your soffit, my smart light, your path lights, I think all of these will do this. All right. So I want my brightness, tap it. I want them at 50%. All right. Now, I can change my color temperature anywhere from warm white to cool white. All right. So I'm going to set it to, since it's a security light, I'm going to set it to about 4,000. I don't like complete warm white, and I don't like the cool white. So I'm going to kind of go between. All right. Now, if you want a color, you would go down there and choose a color. And when you're done with that color, choosing of that color, whoop, I want to move that a little more. There we go. And then then you go up here and you tap the check mark again, upper right corner. So now you got two things coming on when the sun sets. All right. Cool beans. All right. Tap the check mark one more time. All right. So now you're done with that. That completes the setup for the sunset to come on.
I'm going to be here for days.
Oh, come on, Ahmed. I'm doing my best. So now you have just told the auto run to turn on 2 devices and what they're going to do and what they're going to turn on. All right, or come on as. All right. So now we need to set up a timer to shut everything off. So let's go here to auto run. Tap the little plus sign. All right. We need to name it again. Okay. All right. I'm going to name mine or sunrise off. Permanent lights Pro 2 and my smart LED. Okay, so if the little plus sign, Permanent Lights Pro, all right, sunrise, sunset. Okay, we're going to go to sunrise, at sunrise, tap that. Okay, I'm going to go before, and the same thing goes. Here, I'm going to go about 16 minutes before because the street lights start going off at about that time, and that's good enough for me. So I'm going to set mine at 16 minutes before. You do yours. You set yours to the time that you want, all right? Because I know at sunrise, it's plenty bright out. Okay. Tap confirm. Okay. I did this on purpose. I can't do my check mark because it's not lit up. Well, what did I forget to do? Oh, I didn't set my city. So do that. If that check mark does not light up for anything that you do, there's something that you forgot. You need to look it over and see what you forgot to do. All right, so now check your check mark. Tap it, I mean. All right, so what do you want it to do? We're going to go down to instant execution. Tap that. And my Permanent Lights Pro. What do you want it to do? Well, we want it to shut off. So everything's grayed out. Check your check mark. All right. Well, we got another light in there too. So go down to instant execution again. All right. My smart LED light. That's what I want to shut off. Okay, so what do you want it to do? Well, we want that to go off too. So you do your device, whatever device you have. Tap the check mark. Okay, so now I'm showing my Permanent Lights Pro 2 and my smart LED lights. You might have a few more in your list, depending on how you set yours. Tap your check mark in the upper right-hand corner, and that'll complete it. So now you have a schedule down here for sunrise and sunset under the auto run. All right?
That was amazing! Good Lord, can we wrap this up?
Yeah, Walter, we just did. Lucky you.
Stick a fork in me, I'm done.
Looks like Walter, he's in a hurry, so let's wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. You can explore my other YouTube videos on how to do things within the Govee app. You can check out my workshop. And I have a whole bunch of other videos too on how to create things in workshop. Okay, our next video will be on how to set up a regular timer and how to shut off a device in the middle of the night, turn one on in the middle of the night, anytime that you choose, but that's just my example. So give my channel a like if this video helped you out. You don't have to subscribe. I don't beg you to do anything. I'm not here for a #1 channel. I'm here to help. So until next time, thanks for watching and have a great day.